waiting for it to pop up on a laptop to see if the audio is working. I got a phone call, so that's why I did that. Video home. There we go. Yes, we're live. Dude, welcome back. I knew we could do it. I don't know what happened. Oh, I do know what happened. I got a phone call and I just fucked it up. That was terrifying. Is everyone okay? Am I ever coming to Texas? For sure. Texas isn't even that far. We're planning some like closer trips. Like I really want to do some trips with all the Powell guys, but can we get a Slappy Truck Dan Corrigan edition collab? You are literally the slappy guy who agrees. I haven't tried Slappy Trucks. So, you know, I can't really say whether I like them or not. Hi, Exploring with Double 83. Any Florida plans? Yes, actually. I do have Florida plans. Florida plans I cannot discuss quite yet because we're still getting people together, but there should be a trip to Florida with some team riders very soon. Where can I post you a gift? What does that mean? Does Neem Williams live in Texas now? There's a new skate park in Vegas. Vegas has a bunch of skate parks. Some of them are fucking weird. You ever skate Oklahoma? I've skated Oklahoma. Hey, does anyone here know what it means to like hype? Is that an option? Let me see. Oh, let me play with all these options that I have right here. Like, what does this do? Nothing. No. Okay. That's what that does. A physical gift, like a present type thing. Oh, no, you don't need to give me a gift. Let me see. How do I get rid of this? Okay. I gotta be careful because I'm gonna do something I can't undo again. What was that? What did I just do? Okay. That's what that is. I'm afraid to press this button. A 49-second short was uploaded to your channel as unlisted. What does that mean? Let me go to my channel. I hate this. I hate trying to like learn like a new thing. Okay, go to my channel. Your studios. Content. Dude, what is going on? Shorts. Yeah, we're deleting these. Dude, live highlights. Dan Cork. Dude, delete. I gotta stop pressing buttons. Okay. Well, they're unlisted, so I guess that's fine. I have videos all the time. No, it's not muted. I won't delete you. Get all the board. Let's see. I saw another. What is that thing? What is that? Does anyone know what that means? What is COP 11900? Do you think Chris Roberts deserves to still be pro? I mean, the same way that anyone's. Once you turn pro, you kind of, you know, get those boards for a while. If your board's selling, I don't know why they would stop it, you know? It means the cops are coming a lot, damn. That's a Star Wars character. What up, homie? Go down. I love when Brandon always challenges you to the game of skate. Yeah, dude. And then he gets cooked every time, dude. Brandon doesn't stand a chance. If you go pro, you milk it. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Matthew would destroy Kona skate park for sure. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a time to like, if you are standing in the way of someone else coming up, like, for example, if you ride for a smaller company and you're getting X amount of dollars from that smaller company, yeah, it makes sense to kind of step down and let someone else get the money. Do you wear your hats inside? Yeah, sometimes. Depends. Like, if I go to a nice restaurant, I don't. Have I ever met Mac DeMarco? No. Dude, I would love to make it over to Orlando. Orlando's sick. I'm glad people are enjoying the Bradford Rotor Pro video so much because he is the best. Is this real? No. No, it is not, Kenny. Can I tell you more about Vaughn? What do you want to know about him, dude? I'll tell you anything you want to know about Vaughn. Any personal piece of information you can think of. You want Vaughn's body count? I'll give you Vaughn's body count. Have I ever met Talad Falcon? Sadly, no. Thoughts on inverted kingpin trucks. When people can get them to work, you know. Okay, I figured it out. What that person sent. Let me scroll back. The 11,900 cops. That is $3.07 in American U.S. dollars. So, shout out. Oh, I can like comments. Oh, and I can pin comments. I could put users in timeout. Have I ever skated with Mike Vallely before? No. Dude, DeVille versus Corrigan game of skate when I'm almost 100%. There's not an obstacle. There is not a stipulation that you could put on a game where he's not taking the L. Tasty looking beard, my sweet, sweet prince. Damn. Time me out, Dan? Nah, dude. You're doing good. Tampa AM skate park got owned by Nandy Anderson. True. Who was my favorite skater that inspired me to skate? One of my first like skaters that I saw that I was just like, oh shit, like this guy makes me want to skate is Daewon Son. Have to play him keeping your hands in your pocket. I could keep my hands in his pocket and still win. How do I get clear skin like yours? My skin is far from clear. Was DeVille ever pro? No. Day one. Yeah, you know what's up, Matt. What was your first skate deck? Dude, it's crazy. It is 100% insane. My first skate deck was a paddleboard, and I didn't know it. I thought it was a Santa Cruz my entire life. And the first time that I saw, because I remember what the graphic was. It was a dragon holding the earth, and the earth was cracking in its hand. And I remember it. I remember thinking, like, yeah, it's a Santa Cruz board, or maybe it's a Planet Earth board. I wasn't sure. I get a tour of the PAL factory like 2 years ago, and we're going through it. And on the wall is my very first skateboard, like the graphic of it. And I was just like, no fucking way. Super crazy. Hey, thanks, Jose. Do I remember Frank Harada? Hell yeah. He skated to Talking Heads and Progression 5. Dude, sick. Does filming a clip give someone a pass on breaking skate park etiquette? No. Skate park etiquette is always like the flow of the park is always varying though. So sometimes someone won't skate that much and they'll just like go every like 5 people, and sometimes someone goes a bunch, but when that person who's going a bunch is cutting other people off, it doesn't matter what they're doing. That's not cool. But there's definitely times where I've been to a skate park and there's like, people might view them as tryhards, and I'll hear people like talk shit on them, being like, yeah, this kid's fucking just doesn't stop skating or whatever. But he's not snaking anyone. He just doesn't fall. And he's just kind of like zipping around. So I have a little bit more empathy towards that. Hey, thanks, Epic Gaming TD. It's so weird to like say that. It's so weird to be like it to me. It's similar energy to like when people are like spamming emojis and they're like, what would they even say? Like, ooh, marshmallow, and they just repeat whatever's being sent to them. Like whenever I like respond to someone's name by trying to read their tag, I'm like, dude, I'm such a loser. Did I watch Spencer Newsy's part? No, I didn't. Is it good? I love you too. No, your name's good. I'm just a goof. Like I'm such a goofball for saying it. Like Matthew B. Wilcox, Bob Nar. Bob Nar is not your favorite. Bob Gnarly, the guy who wrote for Natural Concepts, that is a crazy pick. That fits though. That absolutely fits your skating. That guy was insane. Damn, got a bunch of people from Australia in here. Have you ever thought about starting your own company? Not particularly. Like the only reason I would start a company is if I felt justified to do it. Like if I thought I was adding something. There's so many companies out there. What would I don't have anything that comes to mind that skateboarding needs right now. That's why I haven't made merch. That's why I haven't made products or anything like that, because I have nothing to add. Dude, I want to get an Andy Anderson board. Would you recommend? Yes, but I recommend his Heron too. That's my favorite graphic that he did. Have I ever skated FDR? Yep, many times. Older version of it. I mean, last time I skated FDR, I think the vert ramp was still there. Matt Tomasello rules. Dude's so good. Ballard. What is Ballard in here? Why do I see a Ballard heart? Kenny, is Ballard in here? Let me scroll back. Oh, yeah. What Ballard is in here. So if you don't know Exo Flowers that's in this chat right now, that's one of like the biggest skateboarding photographers. He shot many of the Big Brother covers. I mean, he shot a bunch of covers in a lot of magazines, but yeah. He was also, you were the Toy Machine team manager, right? Do you use beard oil? No. Make sure it's with your profile picture and they will sell. Yeah, but it's like there's stuff I could do that I think would sell. Like I could put "come on" a shirt, or like some silly catchphrase, or something that I think is funny and would sell. But I don't want to. Like making the profit's not the goal. Like I would want to make something that I would believe in. Otherwise, it's just kind of merch. And I know that people like the idea of buying merch to like support like the YouTube channel that they like, but I don't know. I would feel kind of dirty about it unless I had something of value. Would you use anti-wax? Yeah, if it existed. I mean, I probably wouldn't use it because if I go any slower, I'll be going fakey. But I think it does have a purpose. Have I seen Escape and Destroy's YouTube channel? Yeah, Escape and Destroy rules. I follow him on Instagram. I haven't seen the YouTube channel, but stickers would be cool. Yeah. Feeling limey deck? That's actually funny. I'm 26, we need John B to turn pro. I fully agree. I also love the yeah, hell yeah, dude. I'm glad a lot of people appreciated that song. Who are a couple of my favorite OG street guys? Mike Molandato. Jeez. Like, I mean, what do we mean by OG? Like way before my time? Or like, is my time OG? Because I feel like if I say like skaters from my time, it's still kind of OG. I don't know how old you are. Skateboarding's too easy sticker. That is a good one, actually. I slime gifted hater out at the Costa Mesa skate park circa 2019. Does that mean like you beat him? People would buy just because of your personal brand. Stiff. Yeah, I mean, no, and I think people would buy some merch that I did, but I would want, I don't know. Like I have like a pants idea that I'd want to do. The main reason I didn't want to do the pants thing though was because Tom Asta did the pants thing, and I was like, I don't want to cut into his fucking, pants sales. But I would make pants similar to what I wear because I get a lot of comments like, "Hey, what pants are those? Where do you get them?" Blah blah blah. So I would make a better version of my pants. I'm trying to think of other product that I would want to do, like shirts that like if I had some cool shirt design ideas, I would run it. But I don't have the time for it. Is money for one pro team the same money as another team? No, it varies from team to team. Dan Corrigan T-Tool, that would actually be pretty sick. Donger Style was really good, yeah. Any good stories from when I lived in a van? I have a lot of stories from when I lived in a van. Let the homies submit T-graphics. That'd actually be sick. I know you would get me one. I know you got some graphic ideas. Johnny Geiger did pants too. Yeah, but I don't think Johnny Geiger and my fan base overlap as much as Tom and mine. What's the deal with the Blem flight deck? Is it just a graphic issue? I don't know. I don't know much about the Blem flight deck. And a van down by the river. Deck rails for sale, Dan? I just ride the standard Bones deck rails. Do you own Jenkos? No, but I used to when I was like 14. Ever watch Jeremy Ray Trick Tips? Yeah, Jeremy Ray's the best. I also put my foot all the way on the board for most of my flip tricks. Come on a hat. Yeah, people would. Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff like that I could do, but ever skate with Spanky? Dude rips curbs. I've never actually. I don't think I have skated with Spanky, to be honest. If you choose a city to skate for the rest of the time, what would it be? It's hard. Either Washington. Well, now New York City. New York just has. You can escape from. I like New York's a lot to deal with. Like I would not want to live. I almost lived there before. I used to go out there every weekend though. But for skating wise, it's incredible. Yeah. Did you have Did you get like a Blem board or something like that, or is Palperalta selling boards for cheaper when they have a Blem right now? Why can't Zach put on deck rails properly? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I can't do it. I don't know. That's all. I don't know. Yeah, I'm such a fan of Pal Skate Team, especially Andy. If you keep the time on training for it, hopefully be you guys. Yeah, dude, come on out. Whenever we're out on like sessions and stuff, we run into people all the time. Oh, so you can buy Pal. So you hear, listen to this person. You can get Pal Blems off the website. He said they're a little cheaper. That's pretty cool. A Blem Pro board is 104 for the flight deck. That's pretty sick. Real pros can't put on deck rails. I just love that he waited till he turned pro to put deck rails on his board. I think because he like wants to preserve the graphic. Any tips on how to fix my front foot from not landing back on the board with kickflips? Wait, how to fix my front foot? No. Yeah. So the best advice I've ever given anyone for getting kickflips down, if you're having the problem of you're doing good kickflips and the board's not staying under your front foot, or you're taking your back foot off the board, or whatever it is, that means that you have a commitment issue, which means you have bad muscle memory. So if you keep trying to do the same thing, you're going to keep making the same mistake. So I say, do a kickflip, a half a kickflip, and try to land with both feet on the board upside down. And forcing yourself to make yourself, like, to try to land on a board upside down will reset your, like, mental muscle memory habit of where you're putting your feet. And I think that I've seen that help so many people how to kickflip. If you know Maria, that's well, I can't think of his name. Mike, the owner of Walt Skateboard's girlfriend. He's like a freestyler, and she's a freestyler. I taught her to kickflip literally by that advice. She had tried for a long time. I was like, just land on it upside down and then work from there. And then she had it a couple minutes later. I heard that Bill sucks at Apex. I need confirmation. It's true. He does. It's kind of rough. I heard that he's like, so the company card went missing, and I heard that he was using it to like actually buy like the gold guns and stuff like that to make it look like he achieved something. It's kind of crazy. I met a kid skating your board in Birmingham, Alabama yesterday. That's crazy. My aunts live in Birmingham. How do you hold front nose slides? Best way to learn the body weight without there's too much nuance to explain it. Wax the dog crap out of a ledge that no one's skating and go stupid slow and slide till you stop. And that leaning, whatever works for that leaning is how you can sit on it for as long as you want. And for front boards, you look over your shoulder to keep going longer, but for front noses, you don't. For front noses, you look down on your front foot. Did you earn a lot of money, eyes, in your pro skate career? I never turned pro. Unless you're talking to someone else in the chat. Where do you usually go skate? Just around, you skate on my board at Reed the other day? That's crazy. Yeah, I used to skate Reed all the time. Where do I usually skate? Yeah, just all over like Southern California. What is your opinion on Nigel Houston? I always see him get hate. I never really understood why. What do you think? Well, even if Nigel Houston was like the raddest dude in the entire world, he's still going to get hate because he's like at the top of everything. But then on top of that, there's just a lot of dumb things that he's said and done that has gotten out to the public that just adds fuel to the fire. He had an old interview where he basically says that women shouldn't skateboard, and he did apologize for that. Just like faces that he made during contests and, stuff like that. But he's, yeah, incredible. Incredible skateboarder. He's arguably the best skateboarder in the world, but yeah, I understand why he gets a lot of hate. As far as like my opinion on him, I'm not the biggest fan, but if he drops a video part, I'm going to watch it. What did someone just say? I have Lyme disease. I had a Lyme disease scare, dude. What ended up happening? Experimental Bradford was fun to see. I don't believe it was just a formula test. Kiko is sick. Yeah, Kiko's good at Kobe. Kobe, what's your channel about? Dang, corrugated iron. How to stop being afraid while skating. I'm probably the. I mean, I've made videos about that, but like as you can tell from my skating, I'm fucking, slow guy. I'm not brave. Apex, that's sick though. You're verified, so it definitely got enough attention to get some shit going. That's cool. Do you play with DeVille ever? Oh, it turned out to have Lyme disease. It turns out only shingles, lucky me. Oh, fuck. Do you have shingles right now? Are you dealing with it right now? He was a skater that I looked up to as a kid. David Sketch Rose. A lot of people, like a lot of Baltimore skaters. Rodney Jones, Gary Smith. Wait, yeah, I talked to Zach about it, but not DeVille. He egoed me. Yo, I'm gonna talk to DeVille for you. I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, Kobe. You saw a video where DeVille was getting down? That's crazy. This guy talks more about skateboarding than he skates. If you're talking about me, I probably skate more than anyone I know when I'm not hurt. Your explanation videos are amazing. Thank you. I keep meaning to do like I'm not the biggest fan of talking videos, like doing them, but while I'm like sick and I can't skate, I really need to get more on it. Tucson has some good spots. I know that. I do need to get out to Arizona soon. Wait, Jamie Foy dropped another part? How long ago? All my brothers are pretty good at Guy Mariano. What's your favorite skate gadget? I do want to get that thing, that key to the city, if you guys know what that is. A bunch of people sent it to me and I tried to buy it and I fucking couldn't figure it out because I don't have PayPal. It was really annoying. Skate gadget though. Does Deck Rails count as a skate gadget? Or I mean, Silver Skate Tool is the best skate tool. Okay, yeah, I saw the part 4 months ago for sure. Ever skate Atlanta? Yes. Favorite spot that I skated in Atlanta? I couldn't, I don't know what it was. I was taken to a curve ledge. There was two curve ledges on opposite sides of what I believe is some sort of playground, and they were really good, but only one of them was waxed. I don't remember any other details. I didn't get a clip on it. I remember I was trying to do some sort of front Smith trick on it, but I just remember it was really good. I mute it. I love the Chris Johnson good answer. Thought on Alex or Alexis Ramirez from Skid Mafia? Dude's underrated. I want to see a loop grind. Yeah, I'm surprised that no one's put a right on like a blunt steel rail on the loop. Totally makes sense. Back in the day, I was at AT&T handrail. We tried to skate the AT&T rail and we got kicked out right away. I think I just got to jump on it like 2 or 3 times. A skate tool is the best skate tool, technically. Silver is the best lazy tool. So that means it's the best tool. It's a lazy tool. I don't know if I've used the Ace one. Does Ace have a rethreader? If you could only do one skate trick for the rest of your career, you can include it with the grind and slides, but only one base trick for the rest of your life. What are you picking? It's got to be Ollie. It's got to be Ollie. Because to have to flip and everything, oh, sounds like a nightmare. Put on Pocket Manager's release with him is so sick. I'll have to check it out. The kid's so good. Dan Corrigan fans hate to hear that Dan Corrigan doesn't deserve a professional skateboard title. Because I don't. I don't. I side with those people. Everyone knows here. In Australia, Andy was saying that a lot of people, when he was in Amsterdam, he said that there's a bunch of people out there asking about me. I just got, dude, where is it? I'm not going to go grab it. I just finally got my real ID, and I'm starting the process of getting my passport. Finally. I've been talking about it forever, now I'm finally doing it. So hopefully out of country trips this year. I mean, 100% out of country trips this year. Then any advice on the mental block of doing an ollie over an obstacle? I've had like 2 feet pop stationary, but can't clear 4 inches moving with speed. That's usually the opposite people. The opposite problem that usually happens. It's usually a lot harder to ollie high without going over something. Maybe kind of coddle yourself, really baby yourself, and find something that you can raise up slightly, like a ruler that you can just keep going and raising up more and more, and go up stupidly small increments, like kind of Olympic style. Train yourself to ollie higher. I think would be the easiest to go. Let's see. Is it a crime? I really need to get to Barcelona. Christiana Means lives out there. I need to go out there and stay with her boyfriend and her. Best trick ever, future or past? Wait, like what is the best trick possible? Are you saying present and past? Like what's the best trick ever done? But I mean, I think the best trick ever done right now is probably Tre Flip El Toro. It's just so fucked up. Oh man, there's other tricks actually. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. No, I haven't skated El Toro. John Bradford has. He tried a 50-50 through the rail. The footage is insane. I want to see someone knowledge here rincon. Has that not been done? Yeah, Christiana's knee is healing up. I just talked to her the other day. She called to check in on, me and my situation, and then she gave me a little knee update, and she said that she's like walking on it and stuff like that, and she's going to, I think she comes back to the States. She thinks in the next couple months she'll be able to like push around again. Like by next couple months, I mean like, not like next month, but the Jinwoo blunt burial out. That was crazy. Part 3 of John's Road to Pro is out. We're on part 4, buddy. Should be out. I could edit it like tonight. Like I could edit John Bradford's Road to Pro tonight. Okay, here I'm gonna ask you guys. You guys are gonna decide, and you guys have 20 seconds to write out which one you pick, and it will be the video that I edit. Okay, here are the options. Let me make sure I have all the options correct in my head. Okay, the options are this. All of these pro skaters that were skating at the Curb Wars that DeVille happened to skate in, with a bunch of behind the scenes footage of that. That footage that just wasn't in it. Road to Pro, Part 4, John Bradford, or timeline review that like I did for Chris Jocelyn, but I made one for John Hill. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4. John Bradford, Road Pro, Curb, Road Pro. Dude, I fucking love how hyped everyone is on John Bradford. Oh, there's a couple. Okay, so it looks like, damn, this is sick. To respond to the John seems like he's going through something. As someone who's, I wouldn't, I don't talk to John, but I've met him quite a few times, and Dale's pretty close with him, so yeah, I know a little bit of what's going on. He's not in a bad place. I think he's just. I think people see him changing up his format so much that people are like, he's having like a midlife crisis or whatever. I think he's just trying to find something that's comfortable for him. And when it doesn't work, he switches to something else. And I know that he gets a lot of advice from people in the comments, like, stop switching so much. But I think that's just the kind of person he is. And though it seems like he's spiraling, it's my understanding that he's not sad or freaking out. It just seems like he, just trying to find his way, as we all are. It's messy. Don't get me wrong. Like I see what everyone else sees. I understand where everyone's comments are coming from. But yeah, I don't think it's as tragic as people think. More John. We need more. Yeah, dude. John Bradford's fucking the goat, dude. Yeah, you got to think. Yeah, he just had a kid, and they got themselves set up pretty well. If you're not familiar with his wife, she's a very, very successful YouTuber. So they're. I mean, imagine you find a way to have a career where you get to like skateboard for a living, and how amazing that is. And then you're getting to a point where, and I'm assuming that it's just less fulfilling for him, because he went from having like an insane amount of views and being more of a YouTuber than a skateboard YouTuber, if we're being honest. Like his biggest numbers, when you watch those videos, they were skateboarding title and thumbnails, but 90% of the videos was like about him. And then there'd be like the 10% of the skateboarding. And I think non-skateboarding content or personality heavy content has a much higher roof than just like core skateboarding, which is kind of the only sort of skateboarding that is working in the YouTube world right now. And those numbers are much lower. So for him to like want to set his sights on something that he thinks he can do a lot better with, he's like a shoot for the stars kind of guy, Yeah, I wonder if John's kid's gonna skate. John Bradford's kid's probably gonna fucking skate, dude. John Bradford's kid versus John Hill's kid in a wrestling match. Winner that decides what video I post tomorrow. That's the new rule. I just decided. Whose kid's older? I think John Bradford's kids I think is older. Oh, you ran into me at Nitro Circus with my son. Oh yeah, what's up, man? Dude, Nitro Circus was fun. How did I get injured? I got injured by Jason Park, led on by the treachery of Jason Park, dude. Nah, I was just skating a park with Jason, and I went to do a nosebend on an eye flip out, and I was just making some goofy joke while I was trying it, and my feet weren't right, but like the joke that I made involved me landing the trick, so I tried to land it anyways, and I just folded my ankle the wrong way. Like if your ankle normally rolls this way, it rolled that way. Where do you look? Well, where are you? Are you in your bed? Probably tangled up in the blankets. If you can't find your AirPod. All right, good night. Good night, Steziek. I can't read. Fun equals getting hurt. Yeah, I always tell people I've never been hurt doing anything cool. Never once have I been hurt doing anything cool. It's only like trying goof around stuff. The Andrew Hobel. My favorite thing about the Andrew Hobel is he like started a vape company and like had a vape sponsor or something like that, and he would still smoke cigarettes. Like he would do both. He was just like people were like, "Oh, did you quit smoking to do vape?" He was like, "No, I still smoke. I just vape now too." Like that's so sick. I mean, it's terrible. Smoking is really bad for you, but in like that weird, I don't know. I just think it's cool. It's not. It's terrible. It's not cool, but I'm like, hell yeah. Wait, what is this? What is Clayton Shirley Lee saying? Scroll back. I missed what he said. He's anti-smoking now? Nuh-uh. That's okay. He's even cooler now. Quitting smoking was the hardest thing. Quitting smoking is very, very difficult. Shout out anyone here who's ever quit smoking. It's fucking rough. I started smoking when I was very young, and I quit when I was 31. I vaped the za. Who am I saying hi to? And press 3. You haven't smoked in 16 years? Hell yeah. Took you 30 years to quit. I mean, it's like that Mark Twain quote, quitting smoking is the easiest thing. I've done it 100 times. Doesn't feel like you're watching skate YouTubers videos. Like you kind of kept the old format, just not trying to sell it so hard. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of just people feeling like they're in on the session. Got Zach Doling and your shirt to come tomorrow to match the deck. Yo, that's sick. Dude, shout out Beat Town for getting the shirt. Yeah, so I think my board, let me see my board's in stock right now. I think it is. They told me it was in stock today. And they said it yesterday, actually, so it might probably still in stock, though. I didn't do anything to promote it. Click this, go here. There we go. It's in stock. You can go buy my board right now if you want. Let's see. Found out I was having That's similar to my mom's quitting smoking story. She quit smoking when she found out she was pregnant with my sister and never picked it back up until a couple years ago. Actually, I think that's actually dark. I think she picked it back up when my brother passed. Could you laser out of a front nose slide out to switch? So arguably you would say front nose laser to fakie would be a bigger heel. Technically that's what it is. And laser flip would be a 270 heel flip to forward. And you could technically do both of them, but I wouldn't recommend it because I think it'd be really hard to make that look pretty. Your board's cool. Looks like playing cards. Yeah, I'm stoked on my board. Dan, do you ever smoke za? I am completely sober now. I used to not be sober, so I used to do a lot of things, but I don't do anything now. Let's see. Let me scroll back. I missed some stuff. Quitting vaping is harder. I quit cold turkey. I can see quitting vaping definitely being hard just because of all the flavors. People who vape do not vape the same way that I would smoke cigarettes. I was a pack and a half a day for the majority of the time, and that did vary a little bit. There was points in time where I was smoking more than that, but people who vape are like vaping. The amount of drags that they take is like 3 times as much as what I was taking. Tim Pool could do that. What could Tim Pool do? Would you use the white? I use the square side for the nose most of the time. Do I train? Pretty much just skate. I do like, that's not true. I do a lot of like stretching and stuff like that. I've been trying to get more into like yoga style stuff, but for the most part, I just skate. Where's Charlie Blair? Welding. He does welding stuff for a living. It's funny how being sober is the punk thing now. Or like the no tattoos is the new having tattoos. I mean, the pendulum always swings both ways. I have no problem with someone who's not sober. I think people who are not sober and can do it maturely and stay in charge of it, I think that's cool. I'm like hell yeah. You do these things and you are a functioning X, Y, and Z user, more power to you. I'm just not one of those people. When I did stuff, I did a lot of stuff, and it was very terrible for me. I'm addicted to video games. Matt, what games do you play? Go-to chest opening? Dude, I have... I've like confessed this way too many times. Dude, I run the London a good bit. I know, like if I'm white, I'm probably running the London, and if I'm black... Oh, well, it depends what they play. If they play... I'm just like thinking about like different chess openings. If I'm black and they play D4 or C4, I usually will play one of the knights accordingly. But lately, I've just been kind of doing the mimic thing. I almost want to like pull up some of my recent games and review, but I don't know. I'm only away from the waist up. Okay. When do you get the new teeth? I got these 4 years ago. Do you have to castle? Some people do. Yeah, I castle. if it almost every game if it's required. You know, if it's the best move, which it usually is, it gets your king to a very safe square. Yeah, it has been a while. These new teeth have been a thing for a hot second. I don't know about the Tom Shar drama. He did good, but I don't think it was nearly as earth shattering as some say. I think it's hard to really appreciate what he did in comparison to what Bob Burnquist did and what Danny Way did, because the Danny Way, first of all, first dude to do Mega Ramp, so he he set the standard. And then to come after that and to take it to another level like Bob Burnquist did by like a very large margin. Um, Tom Shar did move, I think, um, the progression of vert skating and mega ramp skating and transition skating a bit, but just not as far as those guys did. I know a lot of people are like, he's not doing anything that Bob didn't already do. Like, yes, he did. Like, the tricks that Bob Burnquist did on a goalpost are significantly less crazy than the tricks that Tom Shar did. Like, the front tail shove it on the goalpost alone wipes out an insane amount of stuff that Bob Burnquist has done. Just they also skate Mega Ram kind of different though. Bob Burnquist did like, a lot of big quarter pipe tricks, whereas Tom did a lot of more of the gap stuff. Tom's switch flip over the Mega Ramp was really pretty. The channel stuff that Tom Shar did was a really big deal. But yeah, it's less people care about vert skating, and also way less people can participate in vert skating. You got to either win the geographical lottery and live near a vert ramp, or you come from money. What's the worst injury I've had? Bob's a drum banging beast, dude. Bob had my favorite trick in this part though. That Casper heel to switch Casper heel to front lip was incredible. What did I just say? I just got the Tech Deck Palperazzo set for my anniversary. Oh, she's the best. She loves you. I got her Chris Hyatt shirt. Hell yeah. I could see Chris Hyatt shirt looking rad in black. Worst injury that I had? That's the question that I read. I don't know. I've had some pretty nasty ones. Like I split from my butthole to my ball sack one time. Got a bunch of stitches on my birthday. I cracked my femur straight across. I shattered my right arm into, like, I broke both bones of my right arm and then shattered my wrist into 4 pieces. But I haven't had any like really, really crazy ones, I did have being the circumstances of what they were, the holidays were decent because I got to see pretty much all of my family. But it was, other than that, it was very dramatic. What motivates your skate style? Or is it just what came naturally to you? Just unique? Yeah, it's the reason my arms move around in a very unpleasant way is because it's just the way I skate it. I've never really tried to look a certain way on a skateboard. This bad style is all natural. Broke your leg the other day playing hockey. Oof. Yeah, no, the cracked femur was insane. It was real, but what I'm saying is, when I think of gnarly slams, I think of people like getting like hitting their head and like being knocked out for a while, or stuff that takes them out for, like, I haven't had an injury that has taken me out for longer than 4 months. Knee stuff is the one that's scary. Like people who like blow their knees out, it's just like, yeah, my beard is kind of getting kind of thick. Broken right hand sucks. Yep, I broke my right hand. Jake Brown's fall is not even real. What grip tape do I use? Pepper Ultra Grip. Thank you, Sam Tucker. I'm stoked on the way I skate. Like, it's, otherwise I would not skate the way that I skate. It's just, I'm not the biggest fan of the way that I look on a board. A taper fade? That sounds crazy for a beard. What up, Box Lunch? I think it's gnarly storms. Yeah, I saw that Nigel just got broke off. He said he was skating some big rail. I was trying to figure out where the rail was. So I was trying to like look at the ground and pull up spots out that way, but your tech skate. Yeah, I always I say that I have alternative tech style. So it's not really like flip in. It's like something in and something out, but it's not usually flips. It's like slappy in, gilly gutty out. Yeah, Nigel fell and cracked his head open pretty bad, evidently. He fractured his skull. Would you adopt John Bradford? Hell yeah. John Bradford can come with me anytime. All right. Oh, actually, I gotta get going. I'm gonna edit this video and then make some phone calls. But you guys win. I'm gonna do the John Bradford Road to Pro #4. I better see you all 12:15 on the dot, East Coast or West Coast time. Just raring to go. Thanks everyone for stopping by and chatting. I think I'm gonna do this more often, where I'll do live streams with more of a purpose, like vertically, but I can just like hop on and do these like vertical streams whenever. And it seems like people show up for them, so that's cool. I didn't announce this anywhere. Yeah. Later, guys.